up, guys? Mark here. Welcome back to TASG. Today, I'm gonna help you guys out finding alternate ways to get to downtown Disney or Disneyland whenever they do open. Any of those parking lots, the Mickey and Friends, Pixar Palace, Downtown Disney, and the Toy Story parking lot. Those are all locations, major locations at least, of parking that have transportation to get you to and from the theme park. So let me help you guys out because even though I live in the area, it's been a very busy last few days here, and so I would rather help you guys out, and I'll show you my tips and tricks to getting around the Anaheim resort area, because it's a very interesting thing that Disneyland is situated in. Because if you go one block past Disneyland, you're already in a residential area, and that's when you seem kind of lost. So if it's your first time, this is a great resource, and if you're if you're a legacy pass holder, then you might know these routes. These are at least the suggestions that I have when approaching the Anaheim resort area. So let's start with the Mickey and Friends parking structure. Now, the Mickey and Friends parking structure is the biggest parking structure on Disneyland's property. It's also the main one that a lot of folks tend to go to because of its ease of access. But there's a limitation to that ease of access, especially when there's more like hordes of people coming at the same time. Like in the mornings, 9 o'clock, 10, those are usually the busiest times that Mickey and Friends happens, and then all of a sudden you're in a traffic jam. Toy Story, on the other hand, is rather empty. But if you don't like Toy Story and you would rather have some sort of covered parking, let's say when it's raining, this one is for you. So we're going to start with Mickey and Friends, and to a lesser extent, Pixar Palace parking, which is right next door. But the main one is Mickey and Friends, because Mickey and Friends will feed into the Pixar Palace parking structure. You'll pay for your parking, and then you'll make your way in. That is that. So the main exit, if you're coming off of the 5 freeway, is going to be the Ball Road exit, and that's where anybody from Los Angeles comes to. But there are also other ways that you can come in. There's a parallel road that runs alongside the 5 freeway. It's called Manchester Avenue, at least for this stretch of Manchester, because Manchester continues roughly around Catella Avenue. You can exit, actually, not at Ball Road, but a couple blocks back at Lincoln Avenue. Because if you exit there, there's a left turn lane, and then you make the first immediate right, and that's going to be Manchester Avenue. When you do that, especially if it's a very, very, very busy day, you can bypass anybody who is on the ramp, and if it's extending down towards the La Palma on-ramp, then you get to bypass all that traffic, and usually there's nobody who uses Manchester Avenue. It is a two-way street, but nobody uses it, and there's a traffic light there to separate the traffic that's coming off of the freeway versus the people who are already on Manchester. So you can easily slip in and get that advantage. That is Lincoln Avenue exit, and then make that left and that first right, and that will take you in. An alternative route is when you're on Manchester, there's a little park on the right that's called Betsy Ross, and you can actually split off of Manchester, go straight down, and still hit Ball Road, and then you'll make that left turn and that right, and you can turn that right after there's a little street called West Place that leads actually to cast member parking. After West Place is going to be Disneyland Drive. You can make that right turn and join that crowd there. An alternative route, not many of them, but you can go all the way down Walnut Street and hit Catella. You can hit Catella, and then you make that left turn and then another left, and it's a huge circle, but you're gonna end up wasting time, thus making it much more worth it to go to our next location, the Pixar Palace parking structure. Now, this is my favorite parking structure because literally not a lot of people use it. All right, they don't split off. They don't want to, like, they're like, oh, the parking's right here, we'll stay in our left lane, thank you very much. That leaves the right lane open for everybody. When that happens, always take the emptier line, and the emptier line will almost always be the Pixar Palace parking structure, because if you take that right lane, there's not many signs. It says this is gonna go to the convention center, to downtown Disney and hotels, but it doesn't say theme parks. At least I don't think. That first right off of the overpass, you make that first right turn, Pixar Palace parking structure, boom, right turn in. So you completely bypass the folks who are still on the Mickey and Friends line. And best part is that the Pixar Palace has their own booths that are completely not really manned, because it's very empty. There's like one or two booths open, but there's not going to be anybody waiting because not a lot of people use that entrance. So if it's an option for you, why not take advantage of it? Go and take that opportunity to park ahead of everybody else. So yeah, to get there from the north, you can take the Disneyland Drive and just stay on your right. There's not going to be a lot of people who do that. Depends also in the earlier parts of the day. Yeah, like 8 o'clock, 9. It could be a little bit busy. This is where your mileage may vary. Sometimes they will redirect traffic into Pixar Palace, completely cutting off access to the main Mickey and Friends entrance. So do be careful of that. Those are usually on the busier ends, usually of the busier days, rather. If you come up from the south, you can make a U-turn at the Paradise Pier and Grand Californian Hotel entrance, make a U-turn there, and make the left turn in if you miss that right turn. So at least there's some recovery right there. Walnut Street, there isn't really access. There is a traffic light at Laster Avenue where you can make a U-turn, but you cannot make a left turn into Magic Way. Additionally, you cannot make a left turn Magic Way into Pixar Palace. It's just blocked off, so you can't do that. On to the downtown Disney. If you're trying to go to downtown Disney, and this is very important right here, right now, because it's the only thing that's open. It's the only lot that is truly open. For the downtown Disney parking lot that is even more south of the Mickey and Friends and Pixar Palace parking structure, located on Disneyland Drive, that's going to get pretty backed up, especially since it is a 2-lane road. Through traffic will normally stay on the left, but if you're here on a very busy day, you know how bad Disneyland Drive gets. It could be roughly 15 to 20 minutes just to park in the main downtown Disney Simba parking lot. To get there from the south, pretty easy. You can take the 5 freeway, exit at either Harbor or Catella, continue south and go west. Go west to Catella Avenue and then make a right on Disneyland Drive. And then you can make a left turn into the lot. Those are usually on most days when it's not busy. But on the busiest days, they will have that left turn disabled. You can go one light north to the Paradise Pier Grand Californian and make a U-turn there. But if it's on a very, very busy day, exit Catella Avenue, continue to go west until you hit Walnut, and then northbound Walnut has that access to Magic Way. So you can make that right turn, Walnut to Magic Way. Now this is your mileage may vary, because on the days, like the busiest days, like actually when I'm recording right now, it's President's Day that I'm recording, and literally traffic is all backed up on that ramp back to the 5 freeway off of Disneyland Drive and Ball Road, back to that Ball Road exit. Occasionally they will close the right turn access from Magic Way into Disneyland Drive, so do be careful of that, and there is no alert to do that, so I'll always at least be aware of that in your strategies of making your way into downtown Disney. But Magic Way, right turn into Disneyland Drive and join the parking line right there. You could do that. There will be people that will try to make the right turn and the U-turn. Do be careful of that, because occasionally Magic Way, you used to be able to do that after the old Downtown Disney entrance. The light, or the main Disneyland Hotel entrance, there used to be an option where you could make the left turn or you can make a U-turn. But the police department who manages traffic in the area has it such that they have the U-turn sign. Alternatively, on the busier days, it'll show the no left turn or U-turn sign. And that was the case this week. It was interesting that one day, yes, you were able to make that left turn and go back up Disneyland Drive. But today, they actually had Magic Way completely closed off between the Pixar Palace parking structure and the Disneyland Drive. That entire segment was blocked, only westbound traffic only. So it was pretty interesting to see people trying to make a U-turn, but they can't because the road's just blocked. So they couldn't cheat the system a little bit. Moving on. Let's go ahead and let's go down to the bigger lot, the underrated Toy Story parking lot, the recently expanded one, now hosting COVID pod. There are 3 entrances to this parking lot. There is one off of Harbor Boulevard and Convention Center Way. Harbor Boulevard and Convention Way, that's usually the typical main way in. There's another one off of Clementine and Catella Avenue, just across the street from the Anaheim Gardenwalk and the JW Marriott. Now that entrance is, I've only used once. It's only been open once to my knowledge, and to my experience. That entrance is rarely open, and the one I've never seen open is the Anaheim Boulevard Hastur Street entrance. That's off Catella, across the street from the Chevron and the Hampton Inn. That entrance is rarely open, but if it is, take advantage of it. If the Catella Avenue one is open, clearly take advantage of it. Also, if that part of the lot is open, exit the 5 freeway at Harbor. That way you can make the left turn on Harbor and the right turn into the parking lot. But otherwise, the main way in would be Harbor Boulevard straight, left at the Convention Way. That is the main way, though there is another way. If you take the 5 freeway all the way down to Orangewood Avenue, there's an exit for Orangewood. You make a right turn. Yeah, it's residential, but it's like one of the southernmost borders of the Anaheim Resort area. Continue all the way down Orangewood until you get Harbor Boulevard. You make a right, and then you make a right into the parking lot. It is that simple. Those are my alternative routes to it. I call it the 1 block over rule, because you go 1 block away from from the normal entry in, and that way you're taking off time. That's less time in your car and in traffic, and more time enjoying your day. One last thing for Downtown Disney, because the Downtown Disney lot tends to get very busy, and you see these massive lines like you're back in the parks. It's the parks experience again. There are back and forth switchbacks in the parking lot of the Grand Californian Hotel. When you see that, that's either a 45+ minute wait. You do not want to do that. When you park, and especially if you're coming up or if you're coming down Disneyland Drive, you can actually see a glimpse of the lot. And most people, when they see so many people there, they'll either drop people off and have them join the line, or what you can do, you park your car and you just walk. You walk from the main parking lot. Yeah, you park, you pay your $10. You park and you walk down Disneyland Drive to Catella Avenue. You stay on the Disneyland side of the street, because that way you don't have to cross again. There's only one crossing, that's pretty much it. And you go down Disneyland Drive, east on Catella Avenue, and then north on Harbor Boulevard. And you get to the second entryway, because again, there's 2 entrances. There's an east point and a west point. West point would be for the people parking at the Disneyland Hotel, at the Simba lot. and the Harbor Boulevard entrance would usually be the entrance for the people staying at the hotels or attending a convention or anything like that. But in the case right now where there's no convention and not many people staying at the hotels, some hotels have taken advantage of the demand, and they have actually set up different parking areas. And some of the ones, and I'll put some over here. The Anaheim Hotel has public parking. Um, I've seen them charge as much as $25. That is not really worth it. $25, though I have been corrected that it is 15. But still, it's still $5 more expensive to park there. Yeah, it's the closest parking lot to the eastern entrance of the downtown Disney and Disneyland Resort. It's a shorter walk. It's just cross 2 streets and that's it. And that's 15. The Coco's Bakery off of Catella and Disneyland West Street, Disneyland Drive West Street, they charge $10. Now the interesting thing is that I've been seeing people walking from that lot, walking up to the main lot, which is already that 45 minutes to an hour wait, instead of having to cross the street, walk down Catella, walk up Harbor Boulevard to get to an entrance where on normal days there would be literally no wait. Like, you would just walk in. There's like nobody there. But if you're here on like the very busy days, you can expect the wait there. And a lot of people will park at Coco. Another great option, the Anaheim Gardenwalk. You get three hours of free parking there, and you think 3 hours or $3 per hour after that. So that's the Anaheim Gardenwalk. It is on Disney Way. There are 2 entrances of that on Disney Way and Catella Avenue. And if you're really wanting that true free parking, you could park for free the Anaheim Intermodal Regional Transit Center, aka ARTIC, and that is free day parking. And then you can take the Anaheim Resort Transit, the ART bus route number 15. That is $3 per adult, I think. Pricing is available on the ART website, and that is I think it's roughly $3. I don't remember what the pricing is for that, but you could park there for free and take the shuttle literally inside the transportation center. You can see, like, across from where you get off is the COVID check-in, so you're already there. So yeah, those are your different options of parking and making your way through here at the Anaheim Resort area. And those are just my ways. If you have your own way, do let me know. I do know that there are other ways in via the 22 freeway, definitely farther south of the resort area. 405 is still pretty far, but the 5 freeway, the 57 freeway, 57 if you want to park at ARTIC, that is a good place. Or that's a good freeway to use if you want to park there and take the shuttle bus over. Again, you have to pay for the Anaheim Resort Transit. I think it's around $3, $3.50. That's all I got for now. If I missed anything, please leave it in the comments below. Yeah, so if you are doing your research, and please do your research when you visit the Disneyland Resort or downtown Disney. Don't just go off a whim. Like, yeah, go off a whim, but please do your research when you visit here. It'll make everything run smoothly here. That's going to do it for us here at TASG. I'm Mark Canopy. We'll see you guys in the next one.